been ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my faith, cause these odds ain't got nothing on them. I secured the safe for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing, Only winning is exception, ain't no truce. Ain't no dub, ain't no L on my crew.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Austin Bats. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. Good move at the 30. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Well, they didn't do a lot there to fool anyone. They just came right out and ran the football, but with great success, and that's the way you want to get things started. A nice quick opener for a big gain.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Option play, and they'll give to Eckler. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Herbert. Looking left side, and it's complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
We saw these guys have some big plays in their wild card win last week, and they're certainly going to need to continue to put up plays like we just saw there if they hope to continue to move on in these playoffs.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. On 2nd down, Eckler. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
Touchdown.
Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. So much for being intimidated on the road in the playoffs, right? That was a pretty clinical drive right there.
Yeah, they seem to come out with the attitude of, we don't deal with pressure. We create it on the other team. Just took it right down the field and stuffed it in the end zone.
And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good.
That's nothing. Mike Badgley.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First down and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
Here we go. Here we go. Shift.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
The tackle made at the 20.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Watch the whip.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 15 yards on the play. First down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. On first down, Tagovailoa looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle. Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. Oh, he almost picked him. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
This is taken at about the 14. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, LA. A big play there. 73 yards. And the Chargers get the quick strike touchdown. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. Second down. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
Rush in.
Third and 1, and Tua wants to throw it. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. When you're down early, how do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
On 2nd down now. It's Coleman, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Now 3rd down and 4.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. That's nothing.
Come on. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight right. Tight right. 3 down. Mike 20. Mike 20. Mike 20. We got it. Hey, Mike 20. Mike 20. I got it. Here we go, D. Get off the field.
Out of the gun on 3rd down. Here's Tua. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
At the 27-yard line.
On the ground, it's Eckler. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. I actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
On the option, here's Eckler. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
On is the punter long here as he sends this one away.
Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally, and you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Let's go, defense. Hey, who we got? Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20. Yellow, go. Everyone, Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Yeah. You don't want none. Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20.
From the gun, it's Tua. And his throw is incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Mike 20, Mike 20. Drop deep, drop deep. Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
Tua sets up to pass it. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop, a man down on the return. We'll check on his status when we get back. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This will be fielded at the 17. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the hold on special teams backs him up all the way inside the 15 to start. They'll run here with Eckler. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. out of the gun, Herbert. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a first down on that effort. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Tua going to throw. A throw for Westbrook, but it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. Badgley on for the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Makes the score Chargers 28. That's nothing.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Check, 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 check. Alert flare.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
57. Mike, 57. Hey, they're scared. They're scared.
Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Coleman. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Loss of a yard. Brings up
on 2nd down, it's Coleman.
They're 48-yard line.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. This is Coleman. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
And 9 at the Chargers' 38-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20.
Check pass, check pass.
Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. Coleman has it here right side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, this from 33. Sanders' kick is good. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked out since the OTAs and minicamps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
So it's on to halftime of this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. A fairly short kick from the 14. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to pass. Tua. Throw left side, complete. It's Coleman. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Complete to
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Check hot, bro. Hot, hot.
Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off at the 49. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
For the extra point.
Oh, this is becoming tough to watch. I don't know that I've seen 3 pick 6s from the same quarterback in the same game.
And I know that many are going to scream at the coach about why did you let him stay out there to throw those. But truthfully, what are the odds that you're going to throw 3 pick 6s in a game? You want to leave them out there so they can work through some of the rough stuff.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
On the return, they'll take over. First down and 10 at their own 22-yard.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working.
Mike 20, Mike 20.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Desmond King picks it. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Michael Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Taken in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Steps away to his left. He finds Coleman. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
10 at the 40-yard line.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Dancing to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go.
Now Tua. Forced out to his left. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Football.
36.
Tua now on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
The LA defense up to snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Pull it together. Switch. Hey, check, nigga. Tighten up.
Tua on 4th down, being chased out left. And my goodness, another interception. Nick Needham picks it off. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. because otherwise you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
They started on the ground with Eckler. He finds an opening past the 40. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, fifth defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. Going on the ground with Eckler. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
On the tackle. 5 yards on the play. And it's third.
1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
3.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
I know this game's winding down and people are getting tired, and that's when you really want a big body guy running the football. But I have to tell you, watching him run it, I wonder why they don't use him more earlier in the game.
Yeah, those bigger guys here late in the game, you're trying to protect the lead, usually not as fumble prone either.
No, that is so true because they are taught take care of the ball as you surge forward, and you often see them with both hands wrapped around it when they go through the line.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Herbert on the option. He's going to run with it. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
And it's third down.
Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen. Moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
And a manageable third down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Open man, it's Allen. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
An 8-yard.
The drive stays alive. A third down gain of 8. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. The corner, Ronald Darby, comes up to get him.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And they'll get him down right about the 20. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
He's got a man. It's Williams.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And this Chargers offense continues to pour it on. Well, after their wild card round game last week, you and I said, well, they played pretty well. Maybe they got a shot at keeping this one close. They've done more than keep this one close.
Yeah, they've made quite a statement, haven't they? And I don't know if it was the week off that hurt this defense, but they've been flat from the get-go, and that's always a coach's fear. Okay, you earn the open week, but you wonder how they'll respond with that extra time off.
And it seems like they've been running uphill all game.
25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll air this one toward Coleman. And nearly intercepted. That would have been a hat trick, his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Derwin James on the coverage.
35, watch 35. Tight end to the right, boy, tight end to the right. Move. 24, check 24. Kill.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa buying time to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
24 is the mic.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Out to his left. Throwing left side, it's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
At the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And now here is another interception. Nick Needham picks it off. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 40-yard line.
It's Eckler again. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there, 1st down.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Here is Eckler. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Tackle made at his 48-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. Finding room inside the 40.
Today's final score.
Well, one side.